And welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And two of our friends this time.
Mitch, you can go first.
Yeah, Mitch here.
And I'm Stefan, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Tried to be Brad Pitt, but he wouldn't, go for it.
Ooh, Brad Pitt might end up on my list.
Really?
Oh.
This is going to be good.
No, it's not.
Did I?
It's from the Mexican.
Yeah.
I did not change this.
Brad Pitt might have frosted tips in my pick. Will that give anything away for you?
Interesting.
Well, you just gave me an idea that Brad Pitt can be on the list, but just not for the Mexican.
No, not for the Mexican. For California with a K.
No, Killing Me Softly.
Oh, it's very true.
Killing Them Softly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Killing somebody.
Fuck, that's actually... Before we should introduce the show, the topic of the episode.
But, yes.
but I completely agree. Killing Them Softly.
No. We'll state the title at the end, and then
let's see if you can guess. Oh man, thanks for coming on today, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Very excited to be back. It's been too long.
At the end. Well, let's get right to it here. Well, no. You guys have finally launched your podcast, haven't you?
Yeah, can we pump? Now?
Pump away.
So I wanted to pull Mitch into a podcast that would require the bare minimum of effort on his part. So the premise of the podcast is that I pick genre movies that I enjoy, but the caveat is that I believe he will not enjoy them. So basically each episode we find out whether or not I'm successful in picking a movie that he kind of like hates. Spoiler alert, I've been really unsuccessful so far.
Intriguing.
Miserable failure. Anyways,
or a success if you look at it the other way, if I'm liking the movies that you also like, so there's two sides to the coin.
Definitely. I think for me, the reason why I really like your podcast, Rob, is because you guys have so wildly different views. And
us?
I'm looking at James. But the thing is, I find that interesting. I want to see where tastes kind of take left turns from one another. So that's the purpose of this podcast. And I've been largely unsuccessful so far. So listen to it.
What was the first one?
So it's called Drag Mitch to Hell, and it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much everywhere. Something called Deezer. I don't even know what that is, but it's there. You can listen to it there if you want. And we've covered so far the Rutger Hauer classic Split Second, Wild at Heart by David Lynch. The Host, our newest episode is going to be on Scanners. Our following episode is going to be on Malibu Express, the Andy Sedaris awful garbage movie. That's probably his best movie, and it is still god awful. But we're going to be tackling that.
Well, now I'm thrilled.
Yeah, get excited. By the way, so I have to write the synopsis for each movie, and I legitimately have no clue what I'm going to write for this movie. It makes zero sense. I don't understand.
Well, in that case, don't look for synopsis. What you got to look for is the logo. There you go.
Ooh.
There it is.
That is awesome. Well, I'm excited. I've heard the first episode. I haven't heard the second.
I think The Host is my favorite so far. It's the newest one. And Scanners is going to be the most formula accurate episode thus far, where we're kind of nailing what we want the episode to be.
Well, and that's the beauty of podcasting. Jason, you and I can definitely confirm that. This show has evolved many times.
Yes. And you kind of have to. To have longevity, things have to evolve. You have to shift gears sometimes because you get into a rut and it gets stale. So shifting direction, shifting gears is not a bad thing. But when you're first starting out, you got to find your rut. You got to find your groove, and you find that right mix.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're finally hitting that sweet spot, but it's fun. We do with our friend Yuvana, who is a a wonderful. She actually has a degree in film studies, so it kind of makes sense.
Nice.
At least somebody intelligent is talking with us, you know.
Adds authentication to the podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Now, here's a question then. Do they tend to be more on the artsy side of films? Like,
no, not at all.
No,
So
okay.
we want to have like a mix. Like initially, because like for me, it's a lot of like horror movies for the most part, but I don't want it to just be horror movies. And I don't want the expectation to be that it's just going to be like B movies. So like, you know, Split Second, Malibu Express, things like that. I want it to be like, you know, a wide breadth of film. Not artsy. I mean, we did Split Second as our first episode. It ain't going to be artsy.
well, no. What I mean is, like, for her, you know, when I hear that somebody had, went to school for film studies,
Yeah,
they tend to, you know, just the idea of that tends to come off as pretentious. And if it's not an art film, it's not a real film.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
No.
Okay.
She dives in the gutters with me.
All right.
So here's my my one story about Yvonne, who's like a wonderful double-digit year friend of mine. The first time I came to Toronto, we went to go see Sallow, which I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's also called 120 Days of Sodom, but we saw that introduced by John Waters, and that is kind of like that should say enough about, you know, like, her appreciation for movies.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds messed up.
Full disclosure, I also studied film in the university. But I think I'm the simpleton of the group in our podcast. So
Wait a minute.
So there's
You
good.
did study film, and you were still on Pompeii. Just asking.
Yeah, they didn't put me in charge of any creative decisions, unfortunately.
You just got roasted. Oh, Pompeii roast.
I still have not even seen the movie, so I can't.
Oh, don't waste your time, Rob. Don't waste your
can't say
time.
Pompeii is great. Don't
Oh, well,
believe that. Don't believe the haters.
I'll never watch it now.
What's that line that the Scottish woman says in Game of Thrones? You know not Jon Snow.
Yeah.
You know nothing.
Yeah, there we go. That's the line for this movie.
Pretty much what everyone says to him after his career choices.
Yeah. You know nothing. You got lucky with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get into this. We are going to start because we knew there'd be a whole lot of chit chat going on this one. Stefan made the idea. Why don't we do top 5? That's
Wise decision.
Yep. We're already 10 minutes into the show and we haven't hit a single one yet.
I have some clunkers too, so thank you.
All right. Well, we will start with number 5 and our guests go first. So, Stefan, you're up in that top corner. Why don't you go for it?
I'd actually like to pass if possible so I can restructure my top 5. Is that allowed? Can I do that? Can Mitch go first?
All right.
Mid-show? Okay.
First.
All right. Well, unlike Stefan, I am well prepared for this. So I'm going to go with my number 5 choice is the one that I kind of already spoiled in the group chat prior to this. But it's the very brief rant from Billy Madison with the in the academic decathlon when Billy gives his answer about the puppy who lost his way. The response from the host ending in the everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. I wanted to pick something that was a little bit out of the box. It's not a rant that people typically look at when it comes to the all-time classics, but it certainly makes me laugh. I watched it again a couple times before this, and still got a good kick out of it. And I don't know, and Billy Madison was a film I watched a billion times growing up, so I still quote that movie even to people that don't understand anything that I'm saying. So that's my number 5.
That is awesome. This is interesting because we both have Adam Sandler for our number 5.
Okay.
So
I think I know what you might have.
You both don't have Billy Madison, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Okay. Are you ready now, Stefan? Or do you still
Yeah.
need
I'm gonna act out my line. Is that cool? Can I do that?
Not yet. Okay, now you can.
Okay, so my number 5 goes as follows. Eat me, Sebastian. It's okay for guys like you in court to fuck everyone, but when I do it, I get jumped for innocent little twits like Cecil. God forbid I exude confidence and enjoy sex. Do you think I relish the fact that I have to act like Mary Sunshine 24/7 so I can be considered a lady? I'm the Marsha fucking Brady of the Upper East Side, and sometimes I want to kill myself. So there's your psychoanalysis, Dr. Freud. Now tell me, are you in or are you out? So my number 5 is Cruel Intentions.
Nice.
Well done.
Thank you. So guys, I don't act. I don't know if you could gather that from my
You wouldn't know it.
I bought it. I was in.
Thank you. Sarah Michelle Gellar, guys.
Is that are we setting the formula here? Now we start by acting it out and then reveal what it's from.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll happily I'll join in, although I can't do the whole thing for some of them because it's way too long.
Yeah.
Some of them are. That was awesome, dude.
Thank you.
I bought right into it. I saw Sarah right in your face.
We look very similar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The hair.
I also consider myself Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so
I see where this is going. Jason, you better take over.
All right. Well, so here's my number 5 quote. After 12 years in the minor leagues, I don't try out. Besides, I don't believe in quantum physics when it comes to matters of the heart. I believe in the soul, the cock, the pussy, the small of a woman's back, the hanging curveball, high fiber, good scotch. The novels of Susan Sontag are self-indulgent, overrated crap. I believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. I believe there ought to be a constitutional amendment outlawing AstroTurf and the designated hitter. I believe in the sweet spot, softcore pornography, opening your presents Christmas morning rather than Christmas Eve, and I believe in long, slow, deep, soft, wet kisses that last 3 days.
Okay, it's Dennis Leary, but what movie?
That's not Dennis Leary.
What?
That is Kevin Costner in 1988's Bull Durham.
Oh my God, it is too.
Okay.
Oh.
That's him talking to what I can't think. Susan Sarandon. When Susan Sarandon is just trying to decide whether to go with him or with Tim Robbins for her summer fling.
That's it.
He's like, you know how I'm going to convince her to go with me? Tell her I believe in the cock and the pussy.
Yeah, that's right. Hit both those notes you're in.
Oh, he definitely leaves her like in awe. But then he walks away and she's left with Tim Robbins. So she does what she can with Tim Robbins.
Happy International Women's Day, guys.
Yes. Well played, Jason. Okay. That leaves James.
Sorry. I'm trying to find the actual quote because it's not easy to find. Sorry.
Well, we're
Damn it. Sorry. I thought you guys would take longer. Sorry.
I do talk a lot, yeah.
Shit. It's okay. I have here's
I like how he's just throwing words out. Here. It's working. Like we are stalling for time.
I can't wait. It's just building up the
This is not acting.
I can't get the hang on. Can you hear this?
Honestly, just barely.
Al Qaeda would still be focused on.
These guys are real and know what you're doing.
Pakistan, you got a real terrorist. But the truth is, you don't understand Pakistan, and you don't know Al Qaeda. I will give you the team I need to follow this lead, or the other thing you're going to have on your resume is being the first station chief to be called before a congressional committee for subverting the efforts to capture or kill Bin Laden.
Everybody get that?
Negative.
Okay. I know what it was. It was the fucking.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain ripping Kyle Chandler to shreds in Zero Dark 30 because he won't let her pursue the leads on Osama bin Laden.
I heard Al Qaeda. Yeah.
I just couldn't find the exact direct quote. I should have written it down earlier today, but I wasn't sure exactly how we were gonna relay these to each other. So sorry. The rest I can do. That one I had to try and play for you guys, and it didn't work. But it's the whole thing, like, it's gonna be next to your name on your resume is like be the first guy to like block and subvert the investigation into Osama bin Laden. It's just Jessica Chastain at her best.
Nice. I'm going to give you just a small lesson in filmmaking, James. That thing that you were shoving your phone towards is called a camera. It records video.
Yeah, but there's a microphone at the bottom of my phone too.
The thing dangling by your face has a microphone.
Putting sound. No, the bottom of my phone has a microphone. Moving sound towards a microphone amplifies the sound.
When you have your headset plugged in, buddy?
I didn't have my headset plugged in. I unplugged it for that reason.
Oh, okay.
But if you didn't hear it, again, I'm sorry. I should have written it down.
I just found it very comical that you're shoving it over here and the microphone's hanging by your face.
No, I was pushing it towards the microphone. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Anyway, Zero Dark 30, Jessica Chastain, my number 5.
There we go. My number 5 is going to be very fast because there's no real words. It's Happy Gilmore when he gets into the pros and he goes for his first putt and misses and proceeds to freak out on the green.
Well, let's hear it, Rob. Let's hear your rendition of Going Your Home.
That's just it. I actually looked up the script for that film, and there is no script there. There's no dialogue. So it's just him, ranting and raving and beating a golf club into the ground. That is literally what it is.
This is not a good way to stall time, Rob.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4. That means
Mitch.
No, it's up to me now. All right, I gotta act this one out.
Oh, Greg says, "Hey everyone, I got some rants. More on Kevin Smith."
That was very close to being on my list. Dealing with escalators.
There's one of my honorable mentions that I think is on Jason's, and if it's not, he needs to rewatch it.
Well, we'll see.
All right, what you got for us?
All right, my number 4 pick here. Well, I won't give the whole thing because it's a little bit long, but you think water moves fast? You should see ice. It moves like it has a mind, like it knows it killed the world once it got a taste for murder. When the avalanche came, it took us a week to climb out, and somewhere we lost hope. I don't know when we turned on each other. I just know that 7 of us survived the slide, and only 5 made it out.
Is it Deep
Now
Blue
we took
Sea?
an oath, but I am breaking now. Swore that we'd say the snow killed the other 2, but it wasn't. Nature can be lethal, but it doesn't hold a candle to man. And then we go on from there, and the shark comes out and eats Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. Yes.
Nice.
I'm crying. That was my number 10 if we did a top 10.
Okay.
That is awesome.
That was in my honorable mentions.
It's a decent. It's a decent movie.
Absolutely.
Very
nice.
scene.
That scene is ridiculous.
That's why I still remember him getting chomped.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Never forget.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Devin.
All right. By the way, I'm going to say some abhorrent stuff. I am playing a character who's also played by an abhorrent person, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm interested.
So, innocent? Is that supposed to be funny? An obese man, a disgusting man who could barely stand up, a man who if you saw him on the street, you'd point him out to your friends so they could join in mocking him, a man who, if you saw him while you were eating, you wouldn't be able to finish your meal. After him, I picked the lawyer. I knew you both must have secretly been thanking me for that one. This is a man who dedicated his life to making money by lying with every breath that he could muster to keeping murderers and rapists on the streets. To which David Mills responds, murderers. John Doe responds, a woman. And then David Mills responds, murderers, John, like yourself. John Doe, A woman so ugly on the inside she couldn't bear to go on living if she couldn't be beautiful on the outside. A drug dealer, a drug dealing pederast, actually. And let's not forget the disease spreading whore. Only in this world this shitty could even try to say these were innocent people and keep a straight face. Anyways, it goes on. I'm not gonna continue, but
I love it where he's like a woman.
Anyways, 7 is my number 4.
Yeah,
to be confusing. Yeah.
It's been way too long. I totally forgot how that rant whole thing goes. I totally forgot about it.
Because it doesn't start as a rant. He's essentially pushed into it by it isn't Mills. It's God, what character is it? Who does Morgan Freeman play? What's his character name? Do you remember at all?
Oh, Alex?
No, that's the Long Came a Spider movie.
That's Alex Cross.
Yeah. Anyways,
he
asks like how could somebody who perceives themselves
Somerset.
to be a martyr, Somerset, yeah. So he asks like why would you get joy out of this if you're essentially just a martyr fulfilling God's wish and killing innocents? And he takes offense to like them being called innocents, and that's what kind of like sends him on this path to like tirade. But it's a fun scene that's marred by the fact that Kevin Spacey's a big bag of shit, guys.
Yeah, but when you look beyond that pile.
I still love 7. Also, I believe Kevin Walker, whatever the screenwriter's name is, he's making another film with David Fincher now. Apparently, that just got announced. So
Andrew Kevin Walker. Kevin Walker. Yeah, I heard about that.
Very, very nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings Jason up.
All right. Now, I will try not to get too loud with this, but it kind of is necessary at one point. What the fuck is going on? You know, all my life, I've been careful to stay in my own corner. Look out for number 1. No complications. Now suddenly I'm responsible for the entire fucking world, and everybody and his mother's trying to kill me if my head doesn't blow up first. You listen to me. You see that city over there? That's where I'm supposed to be. Not down here with the dogs and the garbage and the fucking last month's newspapers blowing around. I've had it with them, and I've had it with you, and I've had it with all of this. I want room service. I want the club sandwich. I want the cold Mexican beer. I want a $10,000 a night hooker. And I want my shirts laundered like they do at the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo. That is from Keanu Reeves, 1995, Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I was about to say, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, man. I haven't watched that in a long time.
I got to remember to end it with, and scene.
Yes. Or acting. Thank you.
No, I don't like Lovitz.
Well, most people don't, but that's a good impression that he does.
I like Lovitz in certain roles.
Yes.
You know, he's not for every role.
No.
Well done,
So-
sir.
Let's just say you're Ralph Garman as John Lovitz.
There we go.
Let's not go there.
Acting. Thank you. What, you don't like Ralph Garman either?
Oh, no, I love Ralph Garman. He's
okay.
Yes. No, I'm a big fan of Ralph Garman.
All righty. Which one you playing for us this time?
James?
No, I got the actual quote here.
Excellent. Here we go.
All right, Lockett. You want to go there? Let's go there. I commanded men, and men died. Kids, 19 years old. Best men I ever led. You think for a second I wouldn't rather trade places with them? I know you think I got my men killed. They're dead. I'm here. Like the punchline to some bad joke. You think I like that? You think a minute goes by that those faces aren't right here seared into my brain? Dante, Thomas T, Corporal, 156509386. Armbruster, William R, Private, 876662354. Wharton, Jeffrey H. Lance, Corporal, 874273993. Lockett, Dwayne G, Corporal, 1568709, and then another character says 55. Your brother was an outstanding Marine. He was my friend, and I miss him every day, and you remind me of him. Battle Los Angeles, Aaron Eckhart.
I've never seen that.
Best scene in the movie, in my opinion. But I'm also in the minority
I've seen
thinking
it, I just
thinking
don't
it's an
remember much of
amazing movie. Oh,
That's why I appreciate your presence here, James.
It peppers on that extra stuff.
does someone on the show not like that movie?
I just don't remember that movie much. I really don't remember anything.
I see the hand slowly. It's okay. It's okay. To each his own.
That's right. Different strokes for different folks, right? That's what
Exactly.
It's fun.
Like,
All right.
you know, Jaws.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up.
Here we go. This is kind of cool because this is like guess the movie too, right? Okay.
Indeed. That's a bonus.
All right. Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No.
Oh God.
We're all in this together. This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency here. We're going to press on, and we're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby danced with Danny frickin' Kaye. When Santa squeezes his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he's going to find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes, sir.
Great one. Great one.
All right.
I laugh every time I watch that film. I don't know why.
James is booing you.
Oh no, I don't think it is. 52. Anyway, charging again.
Hey, dude, buddy.
I don't know what just happened.
What? What I missed?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I thought you were booing us.
No. I had to go plug in my girlfriend's phone. I was using it for a quote, and then by the time it came to my turn, my phone had turned back on, so I didn't need it. So,
Gotcha. All right. In that case, we'll put Mitch up here.
All right, I chose a small portion because this is a really long one, and it's pretty monologue-y, but I'll start here. A, B, C. Always, always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. AIDA, attention, interest, decision, action. Attention. Do I have your attention? Interest. Are you interested? I know you are.
you are, because it's fuck or walk.
You close or you hit the bricks. Decision. Have you made your decision for Christ? An action. AIDA, get out there. You got the prospects coming in. You think they came in to get out of the rain? Guy don't walk on the lot lest he wants to buy. They're sitting out there waiting to give you their money. Are you going to take it? Are you man enough to take it? See.
So I didn't mean to talk along. It's such a good quote.
It's fantastic monologue and acting by Alec Baldwin. I love it.
That entire scene? Like, what's your name? Fuck you. That's my name.
Fuck you. That's my name. What the fuck? You know why? Because you drove a Hyundai to get here tonight, and I drove an $80,000 BMW.
I made $975,000 last year. How much you make?
Yeah. This watch cost more than your car.
Oh.
So what's that from?
Glengarry Glen Ross.
Come on.
Was that a legit question, Rob?
Yes, it was.
What?
I remember the speech. I couldn't tell you.
Put that coffee down.
It's for closers.
I love how Baldwin brought that back in the Boss Baby. He brings.
I
back
heard about that.
The cookies are for closers.
Yeah.
Put the cookie down.
It's such a great scene, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now,
All right. So let's see where I am now. So I don't have, thank you. It's accurate. For anybody who is just listening to this, I look grizzled, and that's polite. So
the flannel too, man. You look like you just came out of the log cabin.
man, I feel like it. All right, so let's get into this. Okay. This is a long exchange, but one side is much more heated than the other, and I'm just going to finish off that heated exchange. So I will begin. And I'll bet what you hated the most was that they identified me as the co-founder of Facebook, which I am. You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything. All right, so that's the tail end of it, but that is Eduardo Saverin, who is upset that his stock valuation has been diluted down to 0.01%, while everybody else's stock has been stagnant, essentially carving him out of the business of Facebook. And if you had asked me at 2009 if the trailer for the Facebook movie looked good, I would have said hard no. And now it's one of my favorite movies. So here we are, guys.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Love The Social Network. Love that scene in particular.
Yeah, it's gret. Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the show Letterkenny at all?
No, I mean I know what it is.
No, don't reference Fart Book. That's the worst part of Letterkenny.
Okay, ignore James. But the third episode of the first season, the Hicks get into a website deal with the skids, and the one skid, Devin, goes into that. He brings up that speech, like he for some reason flashes to being friggin' Zuckerberg and shit. It's hilarious. He keeps quoting it. He does it like 2 or 3 times through the episodes.
The whole thing about Fart Book is so dumb. Oh,
again,
he does a great impression. He does a great impression, but the whole concept of Fart Book is just wrong.
That and Jaws just really get you.
Center.
I've got a big scene coming up here. I got to prepare.
Yes.
I need absolute quiet while I get into character.
Well, no, I'm going for the Oscar with my next quote here, so.
Oh, okay. Let's see if it's the one I think it is.
It's not the one you think it is, but this is a big one. I'm sure somebody else might bring it up, but I'm doing the whole damn thing just so you know.
Great.
And I've got to start with the most iconic line from it. You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. I have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want a truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, and loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. Use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I'd rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand at post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to. End scene.
Well done.
I won!
It was.
I'd like to thank... I can't remember anybody.
Well, I got to thank you because that's my number 2. Now I don't have to say it.
Oh no, we can see Rob's rendition, and then we can, decide who did it better.
Whoa! That is like one of the most iconic Rant scenes.
Yes, it is. It still gives me goosebumps, and I watch that film on a fairly regular basis, and it still gives me goosebumps every time.
I watched it. Yesterday. Sorry. Very, very nice. All right. Let's hear your speech.
Yeah, follow that, James.
Follow that? Jeez. Well, if I must, let me just bring it back up here. Sorry. I do have it.
It's Geely, right? It's the Geely.
While I think Geely is a great movie, I don't have a quote at the ready for that one. Yeah, I have no shame in saying that. Hang on. I got it here. I don't think I'll be able to do the voice justice. Hang on. You talk about vengeance. Is vengeance going to bring your son back to you, or my boy to me? I forego the vengeance of my son, but I have selfish reasons. My youngest son was forced to leave this country because of this Salazzo business. All right, now I have to make arrangements to bring him back here safely, cleared of all these false charges. But I'm a superstitious man. And if some unlucky accident should befall him, if he should be shot in the head by a police officer, or if he should hang himself in his jail cell, or if he's struck by a bolt of lightning, then I'm going to blame some of the people in this room. And that I do not forgive. But that aside, let me say that I swear on the souls of my grandchildren that I will not be the one to break the peace we have made here today. Godfather!
Wow.
Boom, Jason!
I had more gravitas in mind. Just saying. I don't see an Oscar trophy popping up on the screen for you, so apparently I won.
That's the definitive.
I believe Marlon Brando won the Oscar and not Jack Nicholson.
He's right. He is right.
Whatever.
Okay. I'm having too much fun. I'm not typing. All right. Now let me see if I can't do this one justice. There we go. Oh, we got a comment. Hang on before we get going. Yeah, yep. See, even Ryan knew. Godfather for the win. Always. Nicely done.
Okay.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequalities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of the darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
That was from Shrek, right?
Shrek. Shrek 2.
I could feel your anger there, Rob.
Right?
You're just exuding through the screen.
Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction.
Absolutely. One of the greats.
That is one of those movies where you find a goof and you can't unsee it with the bullet holes.
Oh.
You know? Have you guys heard that story?
No.
I'm not aware of it. No.
I'm going to totally ruin it for you. If you watch while he's doing that speech, there's bullet holes in the wall behind him before the guy jumps out of the bathroom and shoots.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. And I can't unsee it now. But
So
I
I
still love that scene.
Interesting.
Almost like they went back and did another take of that after doing the shooting.
Exactly. I think it may have been in the script in a different order. But when they got into the editing room,
nobody will notice.
That's right. All right. Number 2. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, here we go. I think I should probably look a little more disheveled for this one, but that's okay.
Mess up the... Oh, wait. Never mind.
You can start by wiping that fucking dumbass smile off your rosy fucking cheeks. Then you can give me a fucking automobile, a fucking Datsun, a fucking Toyota, a fucking Mustang, a fucking Buick, 4 fucking wheels and a seat. And I really don't care for the way your company left me in the middle of fucking nowhere with fucking keys to a fucking car that isn't fucking there. And I really didn't care to fucking walk down a fucking highway and across a fucking runway to get back here to have you smile at my fucking face. I want a fucking car right fucking now.
Dude, we can't say car. That was on.
A+.
Our friend Steve Martin in the fantastic Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I love that. That's a great film.
Yes, it is.
That's
one of my all-time favorites.
Quite possibly my favorite for John Candy, for sure. I think that's probably my number 1 John Candy role.
That's a movie that I didn't enjoy when I was younger, but rewatched later on in life and absolutely loved.
Which one?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's your favorite John Candy role?
I think so. I haven't really thought about it too much, but when I think
Uncle Buck, totally Uncle Buck.
I can see that, but I feel like the heart that he brings in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, it just crushes me.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. To me, it's the best. I'm not sure what Rob is doing right now. He's getting up to some sort of shenanigans.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see you.
Well, the power went out at my house.
Oh
shit.
Wild.
So I'm on my phone, and I'm doing this by the light of my laptop.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Did you get kicked out and come back? Like, have to log in on your phone, or were you already on your phone?
No, I was on the computer.
Well, that's pretty seamless.
I was so enthralled with his performance, I didn't even notice that you dropped it.
How professional.
Dude, I caught the whole performance, and then the lights went out.
Oh.
That's the way that it should be, right? Finish it off, that epic monologue, and then just lights.
Yep. I'm out. Very nice. Well, let me see if I can do this here then. Oh, look, I can still do it.
Nice.
Yay.
All right, Stefan, you're up.
All right, just 1 second, guys. This is basically this is another situation where it's like an exchange, and it's the tail end of the exchange, so it's going to be quite short, intentionally so we can all have a wonderful evening and not be talking to one another until midnight. But this goes as follows: the police are always off track with this shit. If they just watch Prom Night, they'd save time. There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everyone's a suspect.
Yes.
Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah. So obviously this is Randy in Scream talking to Matthew Lillard's Stu. By the way, Matthew Lillard, I don't care what anybody says about his acting. I fucking love it. I think it's perfect. Yes. I feel like he should still have jobs. I would cast him in a movie in a second and utilize him properly. I feel like it's like a Nicolas Cage or something like that, just a proper oddball.
Yeah, I fell in love with him. The very first thing I ever saw him in was Hackers, and I fell in love with him instantly in that movie.
Hack the Planet.
Yep.
Anything with Jamie Kennedy. Absolutely. Okay, so Jason's turn.
All right, I think James has been waiting for this one here. Now, this is again, as with Stefan's, there's other people involved, but I'm just going to do the main part of the rant lines here, and I am skipping. I think there's a few lines precursor to this. I'm not going to do that. I'm just jumping right in. Let me tell you something. If Peter Jackson really wanted to blow me away with those Rings movies, he would have ended the third movie on the logical closure point, not the 25 endings that followed. When fucking Frodo wakes up from his little coma or whatever, and all the other hobbits are jumping on his bed, and then Sam leans in the doorway and gives him this very fucking gay look. That look was so gay, I thought Sam was going to tell the other hobbits to take a walk so he could saunter over to Frodo and suck his fucking cock. Now that would have been an Academy Award-worthy ending. And then right after Sam and Frodo suckfest, right before the credits roll, Sam fucking flat out bricks in Frodo's mouth. Proceed to a guy now vomiting in the store.
Totally not the quote I was hoping you'd say.
Oh no? Oh
no.
Yeah, Randall's total rant against Lord of the Rings. It's just magical. That's Clerks 2, by the way, if you're not aware. That is from Clerks 2 from what year was that? That is 2006. And yeah, well,
there's so much walking in that film. Even the trees walk.
Even the trees walked. Yeah, that whole rant against Lord of the Rings, I can't argue it. Like, I do love the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but honestly, I can't remember the last time I watched them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when Kevin wrote that whole rant, I can't argue it. It's not wrong.
Nope. There's only one return, baby, and it's of the Jedi, not the King.
Right. But he's not wrong about the multiple endings and whatnot. Yes, they drag out the ending to that third film.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll put it back. Hang on. There.
Brian said even the trees walk in that movie.
That's why I didn't comment when he commented on our post like a few days ago when you put up the thing. He mentioned this quote, and that's why I didn't comment at all because I knew it was going to be on my list.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done. All right.
And I do apologize for some of the words in there, and like I know it's insensitive and all. I get that. I do apologize.
If Mitch didn't have to apologize, you don't have to apologize.
All right.
Yeah, mine was laced with cursing. So.
There was one or two normal word in there. All right, James, what you got?
Okay, my number 2. Okay. Since you're so concerned with the law, you must know that I'm legally permitted to hold you for 24 hours without charging you. You might ask why I would do that, and I can assure you it's not because I enjoy your company, because I don't. No, the reason why I will delay you for every second of the permissible 24 hours is I'm delaying your deadly trade and the deaths of your victims. I don't think of it as taking a day away from you, but giving a day to them. Some innocent man, woman, or child is going to have an extra day on this earth because you're not free. So I will see you in 23 hours and 55 minutes. It's Ethan Hawke in Lord of War talking to Nicolas Cage.
Gotcha.
I've never watched that one.
Oh, it's so good.
I've seen it once.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time either.
Nice quote, though.
I did like
Ethan
it.
Hawke, Ethan Hawke as Jack Valentine, the agent chasing after Nicolas Cage playing the drug runner. Such a good movie.
I might have to rewatch that. Okay. Well, we already know my number 2. It was You Can't Handle the Truth. And I can't beat Jason. He gets the Oscar. Boom. So we'll go straight to number 1. Mitch gets to lead us off.
All right. So it's not often that I get to talk about this film, and this is one of my favorite films of all time. And this monologue, I'm just going to go with the tail end of the monologue because it's very long as well. Sorry, Rob, for the cursing again.
Yep. Do it.
All right. Fuck this whole city and everyone in it. From the row houses to Astoria to the penthouses on Park Avenue. From the projects in the Bronx to the lofts in Soho. From the tenements in Alphabet City to the brownstones in Park Slope to the split levels in Staten Island. Let an earthquake crumble it. Let the fires rage. Let it burn to fucking ash. And then let the waters rise and submerge this whole rat-infested place. No, fuck you, Montgomery Brogan. You had it all and you threw it away, you dumb fuck. And scene.
25th Hour.
Yes.
Great movie.
Nice.
One of my favorites. Great monologue.
See, I've not seen that one either.
What? You
Neither
run a
have I.
movie podcast, yes?
Hey, the power's back.
Let there be light.
That's a sign, Rob.
I think so.
Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
That's right.
Set them up for the dead end kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah. A+ movie.
I love 25th Hour.
Yeah, so good. Rob, are you good now, or do you need to reconfigure something?
Oh, I'm going to reconfigure as we go.
Solid.
Don't you worry. Okay, so.
All right.
There we go.
So this is the movie that made me want to do this topic, and I'm gonna probably say nobody's seen it on this. I would imagine it's an incredibly small film from 1971. That is like, if you could like distill all of it, it's a series of tirades nonstop, pretty much, and it is so good. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. But I'm gonna start with 2 separate ones that weren't my initial tirade. Who's burping through my? I can't fucking concentrate.
Okay, I thought I heard that. I can.
Yeah. For the record, I can't hear my own voice, so I just hear burping. Anyways, all right. So I have 2 tirades that weren't the initial tirade, which I can't find. I only have a YouTube link, which I was hoping we could share, but we can't. So fuck it. But here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. So tirade number 1. Would you like for me to define what a politician is? A politician is nothing but a debater. All that you do is debate issues, you fat pig, you meathead. That's all that you are, because you are a lying sucker. You're lying to the camera, you're lying to your mama, you're lying to everybody. But every time I hear you open your mouth, all I hear is oink, you pig. That's all I hear, oink. Because you ain't got no humanity, because you're a pig, you lying punk. So that's number 1.
What is that from?
I'll tell you in 1 second. This movie deserves so much acclaim, and it's a shame that nobody knows it. This is the tail end of the one that I want to use, but I couldn't find it transcribed on like anything, to be honest. So it is spoken by the character Jay Kaufman. You want me to tell you what's immoral? War is immoral. Poverty is immoral. Racism is immoral. Police brutality is immoral. Oppression is immoral. Genocide is immoral. Imperialism is immoral. This country represents all of those things. And this movie, guys, is Punishment Park, and it fucking rips. If you haven't seen it before, it is a pseudo documentary about I believe it's like intended to be like a UK film crew going to investigate. Essentially, they bring political dissidents into what is called Punishment Park, where they have the opportunity to decide whether or not, for their activism, if they would like to either go to federal prison for their requisite stay, or alternatively go through Punishment Park, where they are hunted by police who are doing like field training. Essentially, everybody's protesting the Vietnam War, and it's like a wild, wonderful movie with talented actors, and it's so good. Check it out.
Punishment Park.
Yeah, it's directed by Peter Watkins, and it is a heavy recommendation.
I'd have to look for that.
Anyways, the original tirade is way better than anything I've said so far. It's so good, but you know, I can't remember it because I'm an idiot.
I like it.
There. I liked it. I've never seen that movie, but I liked your portrayal.
I enjoyed it as well.
It's great. The editing is also wonderful. The tirade that I wanted to show is intercut with a police officer showing his rifle and like what it can do. It's so like the editing is like you'd laugh. It's like so wonderful. It's great.
Punishment Park. I'm writing that one down.
Yeah, please watch it. More people need to see this movie.
All right. Now that I got my computer working again, this is kind of cool. All right. Jason.
All right. This is going to be another long one, but this one holds a very, very special place in my heart. So I used to know this entire speech from beginning to end, but it's been a long time. But this is going back to my childhood. All right. Here we go. Sure, Mohawk has beaten us years in a row. Sure, they're terrific athletes. They have the best equipment available. Hell, every team they're sending here has their own personal masseuse. Not a masseur, masseuse. But it doesn't matter. Do you know that every Mohawk competitor has an electrocardiogram, blood and urine test every hour to see if there is any change to their physical condition? Do you know that they use the most sophisticated training techniques from the Soviet Union, East and West Germany, and even the newest Olympic power, Trinidad and Tobago? But it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I tell you, it just doesn't matter. And even if we win, even if we play so far above our heads that our noses bleed for a week to 10 days, even if God from heaven above comes down and points his hand to our side of the field, and even if every man, woman, and child held hands together and prayed for us to win, it just doesn't matter, because all the really good-looking girls will still go out with a guy from Mohawk Pigs that got all the money.
That's Waterboy, guys.
What the hell is that from?
Is that Remember the Titans?
No.
I don't fucking know, guys.
Oh, really?
Is it a movie?
It is a movie.
Is it Rudy?
1979, Bill Murray's first starring role, Meatballs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I am so
I don't remember that
you
quote
guys,
from it.
Oh,
I'm-
it's
I'm
not a
disappointed you
sports
still
guy.
haven't mentioned the one I thought of.
well, I don't know which one you're thinking of.
I'm gonna say it for you
Well, okay, but
on
Bill
on my
Murray,
turn.
1979 Meatballs. That is just that movie is one of my all-time favorites. Always will be. It has been since I was a kid, and that speech just gets me every time.
So, what are your guys? Are we now looped back around? No, we have James still and Rob, right?
James and Rob. Yep.
Yeah.
Boing.
Yeah. Can I do my one audible mention that Jason didn't say,
Sure.
if I may? Okay. The humans have besmirched everything bestowed on them. They were given paradise, they threw it away. They were given this planet, they destroyed it. They were favored best among all his endeavors, and some of them don't even believe he exists. And in spite of it all, he's shown them infinite fucking patience at every turn. What about us? I asked you once to lay down the sword because I felt sorry for them. What was the result? Our expulsion from paradise. Where was this infinite fucking patience then? It's not right. It's not fair. We've paid our debt. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time we went home? And to do that, I think we have to dispatch our would-be dispatchers. Jason?
Damn,
Gilly.
dude. Damn. Yeah, great pull.
It's gotta be
I'm
Gigi.
kicking myself. I probably would have put that in the place.
I just thought of nothing else. That whole parking garage scene between Affleck and Damon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll admit, I'm kicking myself. Like, yeah,
Is that,
Bravo,
was that
sir.
Dogma?
that's Dogma.
That was Dogma, yeah. All right. Now, I couldn't
Jason's on a
find the
timeout.
exact... Sorry?
Jason's on a timeout. He forgot a Kevin Smith
Okay.
movie.
I couldn't find the
didn't-
exact...
I didn't forget it. I can never forget that one.
There's so many great quotes from Kevin Smith movies. It's hard. I just thought that happens to be one of my favorites in terms of rants.
Absolutely.
I couldn't find the exact quote I want. My favorite quote from this movie I wanted. So I think I have the second favorite quote. Excuse me. Okay. You ever read Hiroshima by John Hershey? Pulitzer Prize winning writer. Essay on the atom bomb. Because John Hershey wrote about the survivors, all right? He wrote about how he reached out to take the hands of women in the wake of the bombing in Japan, and their skins slipped off like gloves. And you know what happens next? Your kidneys fail. Your lungs collapse. You cannot breathe. You cannot think. Your thyroid just evaporates, all right? And your lymphocyte cell takes a nosedive. Cesium-139 is Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. Well, you don't need sophisticated planes to place it. You only need a kid who can empty an envelope on a sidewalk. It's Mark Wahlberg in Mile 22. The quote I really wanted from him, I couldn't find. But somebody's laughing about something.
Oh, I am.
I've not seen Mile 22.
Mile 22. Mile 22 is amazing. I don't know what he's laughing about.
Mark Wahlberg. He looks like this all the time.
That's probably the best acting and the best writing Mark Wahlberg's had to work with ever.
Yeah.
Boogie Nights.
In my opinion, Boogie Nights is an hour too long, and that's just the start of it.
The Departed?
Yeah.
The Departed is awesome.
Transformers 4.
Awesome.
Last night.
Awesome.
Well done, buddy. That was a good one. Like I said, I haven't seen Mile 22, but to me, that one just looks like one of those straight to the video action films.
It's really, really good, though. It
Really
is. I
good.
agree with James. That movie is intense.
Okay.
And Aiko Ue from The Raid Redemption and The Raid 2, slightly different in this movie, and it worked across the board. I will agree with James. Mile 22 is a great flick.
I would just say Mile 22 is now higher than The Godfather, guys. I think we've realized the problem.
Oh, wait, yeah. Godfather should have been number 1, James.
No.
Uh-oh. I have to change that award.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Godfather's one of the greatest movies ever, but then so is Mile 22.
oh, okay. Okay. You're on your own.
Yeah,
on
I
that
said
one.
it.
You're on your own on that one.
Oh, Greed is good. All-time favorite monologue.
Also
Rant.
a great one.
That is
Yeah.
a good one. Yes, yes. All right, I guess that leaves me. And
Bring the
this one's
thunder.
in here because you guys demanded it. That's probably the best goddamn fucking hamburger I have had in my entire life. I've never had a hamburger taste this good. Come on, eat something. You'll feel better. What the fuck are you crying for, huh? Huh? I mean, Christ, he's not worth one of your tears. Would you rather it have been me? Is that it, huh? Is that what you want? I mean, do you love him? Do you love him? I said, do you fucking love him? And then she says something. But that's my rant.
You had to do it, didn't you?
Christian Slater, True Romance. Yes.
I knew that
Had
was
to.
coming. I just do it.
That okay. The best monologue is Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper. That
Oh,
is the
Jesus
best
Christ.
monologue.
Oh,
This is the best rant.
The watch in the ass rant or monologue from Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yes, that's a good one too. But man,
no, it's the fact that he brought up True Romance again.
Yeah, I think it's been referenced every week for 2 months now.
it's my
Getting away with it. Getting away with it's easy.
That's the easy part.
Do you guys
I
have
like you,
anything
Clarence.
Do you guys have anything
I
you're
like you,
upset
Clarence.
that didn't make it
Always
on it?
have.
Um,
Always will.
I'm kind of shocked. Well, I'm not super shocked, but between all of our rants, that nobody picked the one from Network, which is arguably the most famous rant of all time.
It
That
came
is
up on a
hell.
lot of those lists, but I've never actually watched it.
I've never seen that one, but I'm surprised nobody picked the Tom Cruise rant from A Few Good Men.
Or the Tom Cruise rants about COVID protocols on set.
right? Both
Well.
are really hot.
That's what I live with.
I did almost have Tom Cruise on here. Is an honorable mention. I had his Les Grossman scorched earth rant in Trouble Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Take 3 steps back and fuck your own face.
so I didn't pick the Network one because I assumed like somebody else would have it.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Never
there's
seen.
one overlap.
Movie's great. It's a great movie.
It is
yeah.
a very good movie.
There was one overlap. Jason and I had Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything
And
else
that was it. Yeah. Just surprising.
Oh, Ryan's got the best rant. Christian Bale and the assistant on Terminator. So true. You can't top that one.
No.
McG, why is it moving this light on my scene? But I can't do accents, so that's all you get. But,
Well, that was pretty darn close. I closed my eyes for a minute. I saw Christian in myself.
and I look like Christian Bale too, so you know.
That's what it is.
That rant is fucking hilarious.
Yep.
What's he doing back there? Walking around that.
Oh, la-di-da-di-da. Good for you.
And how was it? I hope it was good because it's useless now.
That just reminded me, tangentially related to Christian Bale, but every rant that what's his name in The Big Short from The Office? What's his fucking name? Yeah,
Steve Carell.
Every time he talks is the best rant in that movie. It is wonderful. Anyways, tangent. Sorry.
Here you go, Rob. Here's the one you've been waiting for. I'm not eating because I'm not hungry. I'm not sitting because I'm not staying. I'm not looking at the movie because I saw it 7 years ago. It's the Mac with Max Julian, Carol Speed, and Richard Pryor. I'm not scared of you. I just don't like you. And that envelope is some payoff money. Alabama's moving on to some greener pastures. We're not negotiating. I don't like to barter. I don't like to dicker. I never have fun in Tijuana. That price is non-negotiable. What's in that envelope is for my peace of mind. My peace of mind is worth that much and not 1 penny more.
I looked at that, but that's more of a monologue because he didn't get heated, you know.
I know, but you
that's
said True
what-
Romance, so I had to do a quote.
I do have a dark horse pick that I'd love to share, guys.
Sure.
And it's the last one that I offer, but it goes as follows. I have a drinking problem? Fuck you! You're a Mormon! Compared to all of you, we have a drinking problem. What the fuck is this? Whose ass didn't I kiss? Let's be honest. I mean, let's be fucking honest. This is a crucifixion. This is political, and it is John Malkovich in Burn After Reading. And I know people consider that to be lesser Coen Brothers, but I think it's better Coen Brothers. I'd rather watch that than The Big Lebowski. Fight me.
It's all right. Lady Killers is lesser Coen Brothers.
Oh, it's on now.
See, I like Burn After Reading, but I'm definitely a more Big Lebowski fan myself.
I would agree it's better. I would agree it's better than Big Lebowski and Raising Arizona.
The dude abides.
This is the first time James and I have been like ready to. We'll take on everybody. Yeah, Miller's Crossing and Burn After Reading are like the. No Country for Old Men, obviously, but you know.
True Grit.
There we go.
True Grit, I can't abide by. But
sides have been chosen. All right.
What are you sighing about, Jason?
Can we rank Coen Brothers movies next time?
Yes, I'd love to do that.
No Country for Old Men's at the top, then True Grit, and then the rest. Man Who Wasn't There, and then the rest just kind of dropped.
I don't know why every single episode something has to get said that just spike into my brain. I don't
use your words, Jason.
I am. I don't understand why you insist on shoving these verbal jabs into my brain with such nonsense.
Be specific.
The Burn After Reading is better than The Big Lebowski. I've never seen Burn After Reading. I will admit that. But this is the first time I've ever heard those words uttered by anyone.
Really?
Anybody.
Big Lebowski is good, but it doesn't deserve the cult following it has.
How you doing, Mitch?
Oh my God.
I'm great. I enjoy watching.
Big Lebowski doesn't deserve the cult following. Raising Arizona doesn't deserve the cult following. Neither does Barton Fink. Barton Fink kind of sucks.
I'd rather watch Brad Pitt's frosted tips than anything in The Big Lebowski, guy.
And on that note, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason. Oh.
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Stefan.
We'll see you all next time.
I need a drink.
Toodles.
I say shut up! It's a man!